let's get started, shall we? Um, let's look at the priest one, shall we? I've really been looking forward to that card. That card is going to get nerfed, but whatever. I will talk about that after the video, or maybe even during the video, because they're going to be giving us those cards in the video.
Anduin versus Arius. I must obey.
It's going to be an inner fire deck, isn't it? Ah, heck. I'm not gonna do anything until turn 3, but, yeah, sure.
You die now.
Turn 4, 10-10. Alright. You know, I don't think that I play that because he can kill it then. I want to get it to the 10-10. So, sure. I don't think I do anything. Ten with... Oh, wait, no. I need the both of... Right. Sure. Right.
Some still funny.
Right.
Death does not scare me.
Sorry I'm not talking much. I'm just... Okay. Okay. So, I've always been confused. Does that mean that it now has, 20 max health? No, it had 30. It had 13. You saw it when it switched, right? Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Not all who want it are lost.
Oh, dear. Alright, so you finally got a chance. Wow. Alright. Sure.
Embrace the void.
And then he'll switch those. I'll get my 4-4. Right. Wait, that's... Oh, I don't have enough mana. I think I missed lethal. Um... No, I still have lethal. Alright.
Feel my pain.
Oh dear. As expected, that deck was really strong. So, I don't think I even used the Dark Cultists, but hey, I got golden, deal 2 damage, the, smite. Alright, time for the warrior. I am fully expecting a, like, equipment warrior, where it's all, like, weapons and stuff. It's as many weapons as possible. Because that's what the code is a, let's be honest here, it's essentially, it's essentially True Silver Champion, just... not. Why in the heck do I have those? Why? Why? Admittedly, they're pretty good against him. So, it's an enraged deck. Okay.
May my ancestors strike.
Yeah, so I can actually play this, stack that into that, and execute if I wanted to. Alright. That does mean that my execute's only doing 1 damage, but... Sorry, that's just absolutely hilarious. Sure, I'll throw out the Death Bite and an armor and... Oh, wow. Okay. I don't have any family damage characters. Well, dang it.
May my ancestors some still funny.
Well. Tell me there's a brawl in this deck. And please let me... There's a Gromish. Alright. Um...
I can taste my
Oh dear.
Mind if I roll lead? I feel icky.
I have no words. I should not be losing like this. Alright, sure. I'll just have it be a 2-mana draw card.
For Naxxramas.
Those might have been, like, the best... Well, okay.
I feel icky.
Ow.
It's time for a little blood.
Where shall I strike?
I'm actually going to lose this. Yep, he has lethal. Wow. Because cards they thought would be good in that deck were not. I have no other words. Why the Dark Scale Healer? Why? Battle Rage I can kind of understand, but you don't have enough...
victory or death.
Ooh, a Rampage for the Raging Worgen once I get him activated. Oh dear God. Well. Wow. I can draw 3 cards now with the Rampage. Alright. I'm still dead, but... I have no words. Just... why? Just... why?
Victory or death.
Get out of here, you stupid stone sink gargoyles. That card is just terrible. Torn Warriors. Terrible. In fact, I think that's actually probably better.
My blade be thirsty.
And it begins again. What the heck? All of my cards are useless here. Why? And he totally missed lethal. Yeah, he totally could have killed me that turn.
I strike.
Some still funny.
Huh, Dark Scale Healer is actually good for once. Maybe. Rampage that, hit that, execute this. And I still then... do I still lose? I don't know if I still lose.
Strike.
I think I gained enough armor to not lose. Alright. To not immediately lose. No. Alright. Yep. Wow. Alright, let's try that again.
Garrosh versus Romulus.
Victory or death!
See, this is a deck that you will never see at the competitive level. That priest deck, you might actually be able to see, with a couple of modifications. The idea was there. This one, the idea isn't even there.
I feel icky.
There's too many just terrible cards in this deck. These stupid gargoyles, for one. Go away, gargoyles. No one wants you. Okay. I will play you just because you're on curve and... yeah.
Mind if I roll need?
I don't see a reason to waste the death spite. Alright.
It's time for a little blood.
What we do.
Alright.
Do you want me killed?
Okay, egg.
Taroga!
Hit. Battle Rage for 2 cards. And Rampage.
Some still funny.
Alright, so cleave. Execute doesn't really help here. I need the codes. Alright. Wow.
Armor made to fit.
Bring the pain.
That was a pretty good job. Alright, it lets me clear them. Cool. God, that is so OP. What is that? 5 mana for 2 5/6s. And I'm going to lose again.
May my ancestors watch.
Suffer!
And now he just kills me. Wow. One more time. Damn it. I mean, jeez. I can kind of see what they're trying to do here, but it did not work in any way at all, ever. This hand is just gonna die. That hand just isn't good. Alright. I don't see the point in wasting time if I don't think that hand is gonna do very well.
Garrosh versus Romulus.
Victory or death!
Alright, this one I'm not sure if I can get behind, but I'll try it. God, why is this challenge so hard? None of the other class challenges compare to this in any way.
Let the strain speak to me.
Thank you. I don't know why you did that, but okay. Thank you.
I feel icky. Bring the pain.
Sure. Preemptively deal that. Hit that. Alright. For a second there, I kind of forgot that the weapon doesn't explode on the first attack. And now what? Okay, so cleave. Okay, Worgen cleave. Alright. Give me a way to enrage it. Dang it. Actually, okay, that... Right. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Freaking oozes.
Armor made to fit.
May my ancestors watch over me.
Suffer!
Okay, at least he didn't play it on a new ooze.
Some still funny.
And then the taunts come. Do I just do Grommash and run into this one? Alright.
I can wait no longer.
strike.
Am I gonna have to execute a stinking... Yes, I am. Alright.
May my ancestors watch over me.
Let's start getting some codes.
Speak to me.
Taste my blade.
This crap again.
Or die. Or both.
Thirsty. It's time for a little blood.
What we do.
I am going to get a gigantic frothing berserker. Wow. Maybe not. Well, I'm gonna get a gigantic frothing berserker. It's just a matter of how. Alright, cleave and pray. Alright. I'm not entirely sure what I was expecting there.
I strike.
Alright. Maybe I should have put the Worgen down first. Alright. Whatever. At least I managed to clear his taunts.
I feel icky.
Please no taunt. Yes! Okay, and I'm almost positive that that is lethal. Yes, it is. Finally! God. That deck did not need to be as bad as it was. That deck was horrible. That entire just deck was horrible. Alright, I'm not gonna even bother raging about that, but yeah. Okay. Sure. So, with that, we now have... Alright, so... I was gonna name this card the, this deck, Tournament Priest, but, this deck is now my new... I was gonna name it something to do with, needs next wing, or something like that, because it does. It did at the time when I was making it. Those, I didn't include those. Holy Novas. Alright. That's good. So then I want the zombie chows. I want, the, Pyros, Death Lords, got 4 more cards to include. Okay, yeah, Drake's, Rag. What else did I have what else am I missing? Oh, wait, I've only got 1 Holy Smite. Okay, right. So, this is now a new hopefully competitive deck that I plan to run. Yeah, this deck is going to be very strong. Yeah, sure. This deck is going to be incredible, I think. This is now a fourth deck in my competitive decks. It's really kind of surprising how much I want to include other codes in this deck, but there just isn't room. So yeah, with this deck now done, I think I will end the video there after that frustrating experience with the Warrior class challenge. I do this code is gonna be really good. It's going to find its way into Constructed. I don't think any deck will ever run Arcanite Reaper. Again, with that code now in existence, that code is just generally, the Death Bite is just generally better than Arcanite Reaper. It's also going to be really good in Arena too, because you're going to have what amounts to a True Silver choice for Warrior. So yeah, I mean, it's a good code that I'm not entirely sure if Warrior needed. That might be the biggest complaint that I have about it, is it doesn't really fit a role that Warrior didn't already have. It's bundling Whirlwind in with an Arcanite Reaper, essentially. So it's a very, very, very strong code, but it's effects that Warrior already had. You compare that to the Priest code, and what the Priest lacked before was good, solid, by itself, mid-game minion. That's what the Dark Cultist is. Simply put, it's a minion with a stat to mana cost ratio thing that has never been seen before. Especially because it's generally better than every other code in stats, and then it has a beneficial death rattle. This code is going to get nerfed. I hope when they do nerf it, they nerf it instead of, they nerf the health given rather than the stats itself. Why? Because I would like to see more 3/4s for 3 out there. Like, I would like to see that stat line more. Because it's a good set of stats, and it comes out early enough that, I mean, this code is essentially a Yeti for 3. It's good. This code is going to be amazing. And this deck is going to be amazing. And I can see some variations on this. At some point, I would kind of like to replace the Temple Enforcers with Cabal Shadow Priests. Maybe. That's something I might experiment with if I ever get my hands on a Cabal Shadow Priest or two. The Death Lords in a less aggro meta, where Zoo is less popular, which I think this deck alone will make Zoo less popular. But when Zoo becomes less popular because of, I'll be honest, this deck, Death Lords might get replaced by Injured Blade Masters. I'd also really, really like to find some room for the light spawns, but simply put, there isn't enough room in this deck for them. I can also see another variation on this deck that's completely different variation that might take out even the zombie chows, and make it a Divine Spirit Inner Fire deck. That would then definitely include the light spawns, and would definitely include the Temple Enforcers, and would have no thought at all to including anything else. You might also then, with that gives you a better late game. You might take out Ragnos the Fire Lord. You might even consider with that deck adding in, say, a Auctioneer for draw. That's one of the other things that Priests lack besides good, solid early game minions is just good by itself draw power. Now, don't get me wrong, Northshire Cleric can, mill through the deck instantly, faster than you want it to in some situations. But that's all the draw that Priest has. Like, they need something like Arcane Intellect, you know? They need something like, does something draw a card. They need something like, Hammer of Wrath. Um, Also, another just random note is Ragnos might eventually get replaced by Prophet Velen, the Priest Legendary. Depending on what I feel like for this deck. But this deck is going to be very, very strong. A similar deck to this was already very, very strong in the meta. Again, it had the Shadow Priests instead of the Temple Enforcers. It had, instead of the Cultists, it had the Injured Blade Masters. And I think the Zombie Chows were replaced by more late game stuff. I don't remember what offhand, but the other interesting thing is with this deck is I know that this deck is going to be strong, but it's going to be a matter of figuring out how to play it, because it's going to be a little bit like my mage deck in that the Zombie Chows are going to, except with another little thing to it, in that the Zombie Chows are going to be good early, but then they're also going to be even better with the Arcanine Soul Priests out. And it's, okay, do you want to save the Zombie Chows to get the 5 damage on the enemy hero, or do you want to, just use them early? And I imagine it would depend on the matchup. Like, I imagine against, maybe other priests, or warriors, or, that kind of thing, where the game's going to go longer, you want to, out late game them. And so you'll save the Zombie Chows until you can kill them, with an Arcanine out. I can also really see another kind of deck out there that's not going to be the Inner Fire type deck. I can really see a Miracle Priest coming into being with these Zombie Chows. I.e., you use, Baron Rivendare, maybe, Velen, Mind Blast, and then have the, Auctioneers in the deck, and just, use that in the Northshires to draw, and draw to the big damage combo with, any number of, Mind Blast, Velen, Zombie Chows, Soul Priests, plus the, Baron Rivendare. You might include other Death Rattles then for the early game, like you might have, even the Unstable Ghouls might be pretty good, for the early game with that deck. Essentially, that deck would be completely different from this one. Not completely, but the idea behind the deck, I mean, it would be a completely different deck. I mean, you would see some of the same cards, but it would be a different deck. And it'd be an interesting deck. I'd love to see a Miracle Priest work. I think, unfortunately, one of the key cards to that deck is going to be the Velen, which I do not have, nor do I have the easy means of getting the Dust Form. So I can't make him. I would love to try that deck out, though. That would be incredible. So yeah, as I said, the metagame with this wing is going to change. One, I can guarantee if you play this game, you are going to see more priests. This wing was a giant buff to priests. They recently got some giant buffs with some of the recent cards, like the Death Lord is really good for priest, but the neutral, the class card and the Zombie Chow just completely change how you can play priest, and you're going to see some experimentation with that today. In fact, I'm fully expecting it. Alright, I've been rambling on for long enough. And so with that, I will see you guys next time. Bye!